few years ago, being debt free was just a dream for me. I was in debt, good debts and bad debts. I didn't have hope of getting out of debt. But with God, I got out of debt in October 2024. All right. And after that, saving was just a dream. I dreamed of saving and doing what I want to do next with savings, not with debt, because I was tired of debt. And today, after 7 months later, I have over 110,000 on my savings. Oh, if you are new here, my name is Mbini Dlangamandla, a teacher in the Eastern Cape. Welcome to my channel. In this channel, I talk about personal finances and finances of other people who ask me to share them. If this is the content that you would love to stay with, you can subscribe and press a like button. Okay, if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back, my bestie. Welcome back. I appreciate you. Okay, let's get into the video of today, guys. I have over 110,000 rands in my savings that I've saved from the past 7 months. How did I do this? You will find out. But what inspired me to save the money that I'm saving monthly? All right. I was debt free and I thought the next goal that I want to achieve is having my own home. And then when I thought of that, I was like, okay, having my own home will require a lot of money, and I will have to go to the bank, obviously, because I won't have that money. And then there is a new development that is going to be built here in the town that I'm in, that I'm not going to mention its name. I contacted the property agent and I asked for application to apply for a space in the new development. These are apartments that will be an estate, right? And for me, I am a single mother, and estate was marking 10/10 for me because I won't have to worry about my safety. I can buy safety. I don't mind paying for safety because in this time I'm in, crime is on a very high rate. With me here, I have a pre-approval certificate that I got from my agent, right? Certificate, right? I want you to see, guys, the figures. Remember, I am a teacher in the Eastern Cape. I only get paid 23,000 rands every month. So I must look at the affordability in whatever that I do, because I don't want to breed through the wand, right? In my pre-approval certificate, they gave me offers. If it's called offers, guys, I've never bought a house, so I don't know what they call them. Okay, number one offer is that I would, option one, there is no deposit. Without a deposit, I would pay 9,362 rands, right? For 20 years. For 20 years. In another offer, I would pay if I deposit, guys, I'm not familiar with these, please. Okay, here it is. I'm sorry about that, guys. Here it is. If I deposit 45,000 rands, my installment would be 8,894 rand. That is 9,000. If I deposit 90,000 rands, my installment, which is a bond, my bond would be 8,450. If I deposit 136,000, my bond would be 7,950, which is 8,000. if I deposit 181,000, my bond would be 7,900. 7,490, which is 5,000. Those are the four options that I was given, right? It's 5%, 10%, 15%, and 20% deposit, right? With 5% deposit, I would pay. Let me take the lower one, and so that we can go with it in this video, right? If I deposit 45,000 rands 400, my installment would have been 8,900. Now I am a teacher. I get paid 23,000, and my bond would be 8,900. With bonds, there are taxes, there are rates, there is electricity, there is water. I contacted my cousin and sent him this and said, cousin, please count for me how much extra will I have to pay besides the bond. Here is the bond. I told her the place where they would build, and so that she can estimate the rates, the taxes, and maybe electricity and water. And since it's an estate, maybe there will be charges for securities. I don't know how the estate works, right? Guys, I love things. Just love things, right? Okay, my cousin came back to me and said, you would have to have a 13,000 rands that is free for maintaining and paying the bond, for maintaining the house and paying the bond only. And I thought, that time I was earning 22,000 rands, and I thought, I earn 22,000 rands, and 13,000 rands will be going to this apartment with the extra charges, of course. And I was like, no, man, I will be left with 9,000 rands. So, am I prepared to live on 9,000 rands for the next 20 years? And also, if my car gets old, because I'm not driving a new car, if my car gets old, am I prepared not to have a car and walk, because I will be unable to buy a car with this salary and with the bond sometimes increasing with the child growing up, going to varsity. That will mean more money for her, so it means if I take this bond, I will not be able to buy another car for myself when it's due time to buy that car, right? Now I sat down to myself and thought, okay, since I'm not doing anything with my money, let me take these 13,000 rands and put it away for 1 year and see the kind of life that I will be living if I were to get a place on those new development houses, right? That's how I concluded that, what, let me save 12,000 rands. Why did I say 12,000 rands instead of 13,000 rands? I said I will be saving 12,000 rands plus 700 rands for rent plus 300 rands for electricity. That makes 13,000 rands. The 1,000 rands that I'm using right now for rent and electricity will be added to that 12,000 rands to make it 13,000 rands, because I won't be renting anymore. So I took for granted I'm staying here for 1,000 rands and I'm saving 12,000 rands. So the money that I'm saving, it's 13,000 rands. The money that I'm using to stay, it's 13,000 rands. And I said, let me do this for this year and see how will I get to live if I have a bond and I have a house that takes 13,000 of my salary. Another person, okay, besides that, okay, guys, that now for people who are new here, now I'm saving 13,000 rands, not 12,000 rands anymore. Why? Because In April, I got a raise of 1,000 rands, and I took that raise of 1,000 rands and I put it exactly on my savings account to increase my savings from 12,000 rands to 13,000 rands. So let's say I'm not counting the rent money and the electricity money now. I just put the 13,000 rands away. I wouldn't be able to do my hair. I wouldn't be able to do my nails. I wouldn't be able to go shopping for whatever I want to shop for, like clothes. I wouldn't be able to take vacations. I wouldn't be able to do anything that I like and I want to do if I were to take that bond in this salary that I have. That's the affordability part for me. And I concluded and said, no, you know what? I don't afford this. But since I don't afford this, let me continue saving so that one day I do have my own home, whether I'm building in rural areas or any other way. But doing it cash and not have to worry about bonds and stuff, right? Okay, guys, I also wanted to share with you guys someone who also inspired me. You see this guy who wrote this book. The guy is Percy Single. The book is How to Make Your Salary Work for You, right? This guy is Percy Single on Facebook. You can follow him on Facebook. This book, after reading this book, I got so much discipline. I never looked back with saving after reading this book. So you can try it, guys. It will help you with discipline. Well, with this book, you okay, let me not get into that. I'm not selling it. It's not a paid advert. So let me put it down here. Okay, let's go to my savings. How much do I have now on my savings? Okay, on a fixed account, I have 31,517 rands. On my notice account, which is the one that I put money monthly, I have 75,000 rands 175. The total of the amount that I have, it's 106,693 rands. I will put the screenshot for you for the total so that you can see it. Okay, guys, let's see another account that I have. As you guys know that I don't have fees money on my budget, on my monthly budget, but however I take everything that comes from her dad and put it away for fees, because I pay fees on an annual basis. So on that pocket I have 5,210 rands. So that makes the total of my savings 111,900. It's just 7 months. 111,900 in 11 months. I don't want us guys to get into details with this account, which is my child's fees, because there's so much that is happening in that account. You guys know that I don't have emergency funds. You guys know that I don't have sinking funds. However, besties, I've seen your comments and I acknowledge your advices. I will start with my sinking funds from January next year, and I will be saving for my sinking funds then. But for now, when something is urgent, I go to this account, which is the fees account for my child. Hence, in December, when I have to pay fees for the next year, I always have to top up some money, because the money is not enough for fees. It's because this account, I'm also using it for emergencies, right? But with the emergency fund, best is, I'm not promising you anytime soon. I'm not starting an emergency fund anytime soon. I will just have sinking funds, right? With emergency funds, I feel like there's nothing that can come up and that would be more than 5,000 rands, of which with the account of the fees I always have that money. Yeah, I understand. So even with my sinking funds, I will just do 5,000 rands on my sinking funds, so that if I don't I have a broken microwave, I have a broken tire, if I don't have money, blah blah blah, all the stuff, I am able to pay for those unexpected expenses. With emergency funds, in case of losing my job, I would have I would have sorry I would have to go I would have no choice but to go and dig on this notice account that has 75,000 right now, and I'm still fine with that. But once I fix that money, once I invest it somewhere, then we'll have a problem. I will have to grow my emergency funds. Personal finances are different, and they are different. Okay guys, thank you for watching. I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.